Chapter 70, South Africa, Training Camp. One of the highlights of my swimming career as a Paralympian was the fly out with the British team to train in South Africa prior to the London 2012 Olympics. South Africa is known by its people as a rainbow nation, due to the many different cultures and language groups living there. To me, the name Rainbow Nation was a wonderful description of South Africa itself, not just the people living there, who were amazing, but of the whole area that we stayed in. My memories are of the bright rainbow colours, the dazzling golden sun, the cloudless sapphire blue skies, the green leaves of the palm trees that waved their welcome to us in the slight breeze. I loved every minute of it. It was a long flight there, over 11 hours, but for me the trip to another country has always been an enjoyable experience, as I look forward to every new adventure, and I love the plane journey. When we stepped out of the air-conditioned airport, the heat hit me and it reminded me of stepping out of the airports in Jeddah, when my whole family commented on the blast of hot air hitting us. What a lovely reminder. We were visiting during the height of South Africa's summer, and our base was located on the hot and humid east coast, near the port city of Durban, in a plush suburb called La Lucia. We stayed at the Beverly Hills Hotel in La Lucia, as this was within easy reach of the Crawford Olympic-sized swimming pool, as well as the Norwood Gymnasium, which we used as part of our training camp. Both venues were perfect for the team's training. We were able to dedicate our time solely to focusing on our swimming in preparation for the 2012 Olympics. This is the whole point of training camps. They help athletes before a competition devote themselves entirely to their sport without the distractions of normal life. Our meals were varied and healthy. We had to eat lots of protein and carbohydrates generally before each swim session, and then throughout the day for energy. We had to eat protein after each training session in order for our muscles to have the nutrients to enable them to break down and then rebuild again. This type of eating is important to what is called adaptation training, and this type of training is often used before a competition by athletes to induce greater muscle strength. The mitochondria within the muscles are broken down as the athlete overworks themselves, in my case through intensive weightlifting and swim sessions. The muscle then rebuilds itself much stronger than before. It was lovely, however, to enjoy the sights and sounds of another country while we trained and during our breaks. The people were outgoing and welcoming, and one of the highlights of the trip was when the staff at the hotel put on a Zulu dance for the team. The Zulu people populate the east coast of South Africa and are descendants of the great warrior king Shaka Zulu. For the dance, they wore brightly coloured beads that glistened and clicked against their chocolate-coloured skin, as well as the grass skirts that rustled rhythmically to the beat of the cowhide drums. They sang as they danced, their voices rising and falling in a powerful yet harmonious sound. The GB team absolutely loved it. Besides the sounds of the Zulu dancers, I cannot forget the sounds of the millions of little insects which stuck up their orchestra every humid black evening as the sun dipped behind the sea. These tiny creatures seemed to be everywhere. See-through lizards pattering across the walls, moths dancing around the lights of the hotel, and thousands upon thousands of invisible crickets under the star-studded sky. It really was a tropical paradise, and I loved closing my eyes and just listening to their music. Unfortunately, we weren't able to swim in the warm waters in the Indian Ocean, the sea that was very close to the hotel. Due to the presence of bull sharks, it was too dangerous to venture into the sea. There was, however, a pool at the hotel. A large group of birds called sacred ibis, or ha-de-da by the locals due to the sound they made, seemed to have adopted this pool as their watering hole. They would keep the staff at the hotel very busy cleaning up after bird poo in the pool. I also encountered monkeys when I was in South Africa, and these furry grey creatures would scamper across the ground and up into the trees in large groups. The baby monkeys would hold tight to their mothers' stomachs. My 2-week training camp in South Africa was a memorable experience, and I felt blessed that I could see and enjoy so many sights and sounds. MS might try to limit me, but this training camp was an incredible oasis of refreshment in the desert of disability.